Hey ho folks, Andy Clark here at the Durham Community Center, where the Toronto Maple Leafs alumni are taking on some of the Durham minor hockey alumni in a nice fundraising event. I'm Andy Clark, your host for tonight. For the show, this is podcast 115 since we're on the Castbox era, and I believe this one's also going to be appearing on TV again for old time's sakes. It's been a while since we've been on the old TV, but this is going to be a Christmas special, as some of you are watching it right now. I hope you're enjoying it. We have some great hockey talk with some of the Leafs alumni. We have the man himself, number 17, Wendel Clark. We have Rick Vaive, also a former captain, number 22, talks about some of what it takes to be a goal scorer. We have Todd Gill on there, where we talk some cookies, believe it or not. And there was a surprise appearance from the tall fella himself, Nik Antropov. So we have all of that coming up. I hope you enjoy our Christmas edition of Whiteman's Hockey Talk. Hey ho folks, Andy Clark here. We're at the Durham Arena. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs alumni are playing against some of the Durham minor hockey alumni. And here we have Todd Gill, number 23 himself. Thanks for talking to us, Todd.
Well, thanks for having me.
Now, this rink here, there's a couple local guys you ended up coaching later on there. Kyler Nixon. The Nixon names are really well known in this area. You coached him when he was a Kingston Frontenac. What do you remember about Kyler?
Well, a hard-working kid, lots of talent. Gave me everything he had every shift, so that's all you could ask.
Nice. And another guy kind of local from Listowel was Roland McEwen.
Yes, Roland, he was one of our top picks back when him and Sam Bennett come in, and really helped our team out that year. I thought we should have probably went a little farther in the playoffs than we did, but ran into a hot goaltender.
Nice. Now, a lot of people around here remember you from your time with the Owen Sound Attack. What's the probability of you getting behind a bench anywhere sometime soon?
You got a better chance of seeing Elvis.
And not Pete Irwin Elvis, but the real Elvis. There you go. Now, I was reading up that your wife and you had a gourmet cookie company on the go, 23 and Company. How's that going?
It's going well. It's lots of hard work. My wife's put an incredible amount of effort into it, and it's picking up and gaining steam, and that's all we could ask for. And if anybody wants to order, go 23 and Co. on the website, and we can send her your way.
And that's up mostly in Eastern Ontario?
It goes across Canada.
Nice. How many of these events are you doing a year?
Quite a few. We'll do 5 or 6 of these alumni games. I do 4 Easter seals and a bunch of hockey for the homeless. So keep myself busy doing that and trying to stay in a little bit of shape.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much for talking to us, Todd.
Thanks for having me, and we'll talk to you. Happy holidays.
All right, folks, here we have our next interview at the Toronto Maple Leafs alumni here at the Durham Arena. We got number 22, first guy in the Leafs to ever score 50 goals in a season, did it 3 times in a row, Rick Vaive. How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for talking to us. Now, I want to ask you this. I've read in the past there that you had a stick back in the day that was kind of unique, that it was so heavy, so rigid. How did you end up picking why did you go with that?
Well, I kept breaking them, and I asked the guy from Titan, the rep, I said, you got to make them stronger and you got to make them stiffer. And he said, well, the only way we can do that is make the shaft bigger. So it was probably twice the size of a normal shaft, and it was heavy, but it worked. So I stuck with it.
So what do you think of the carbon fiber ones these days?
Oh, they're much easier, especially when you get to my age. At 65, it's a lot easier to shoot it, and you just got to lean on it, and it just kind of fires off there.
Now, as a former 50-goal sniper, give us your insights there. How much of goal scoring comes down to picking your spot, accuracy, or how much of it is the power of the shot? How much of it is the quick release?
Well, I think it's a little bit of everything, to be quite honest with you. I mean, first of all, you got to get the puck. You got to get it in scoring position, which is not easy, especially back when I played. There was a lot of times where if you tried to go into the slot, you were going to get your head taken off by somebody. So it's all about, getting open, getting in the right spot, and then, you gotta shoot it hard. You got to get it away quick. It's all of the above.
A lot of factors there. So when you were growing up, first in Ottawa and then PEI, what kind of things did you do to develop your shot?
Well, from probably 4, I think, we had a backyard rink everywhere we were, and I would go out and shoot pucks for hours, like several hours a day, and I practiced that all the time, every day, and maybe that's why I ended up with a pretty good shot after all.
So practice, eh? So what do you got other than doing these alumni events? What else you got going on in your life right now?
Not a lot. A lot of golf in the summer, about 140 rounds. A lot of these games, a lot of tournaments, Easter Seals, hockey helps the homeless, those types of things. And then, I do the odd appearance for MLSE or the Leafs Alumni at different functions, but overall, I'm retired.
Enjoying retirement, I hope.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm loving it. It's a lot of fun, but I still like to play and I still like to get out and do appearances and meet people and have fun.
Now I got to ask you this, since you brought up the golf. I've heard Gary Lehman's pretty good golfer there. Out of this crew, who's the best one on the links?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen a whole lot of them play. I know Gary's pretty darn good. He's better than I am. But I got my handicap down to 3.1 this summer, so I was pretty happy with that.
Well, nice. Well, I hope you have many more summers of great golf.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for talking to us, Rick.
All right, my pleasure. Thank you.
Welcome everyone to Durham Community Center and tonight's game between the Warriors against Holiday Hunger and your Toronto Maple Leafs. Joining us now is Christy Love for tonight's land acknowledgement.
We acknowledge that the municipality of West Way is located on the traditional territory of the Saugeen Indigenous Nation in the Métis Nation of Ontario. This land is the home to Indigenous peoples for thousands of years who have cared for it with deep respect and responsibility. Today we honor the vibrant cultures, histories, and contributions of the First Nation, Métis, and Inuit peoples, past and present. Hockey has been shaped by Indigenous influence, among them players from Ontario, such as Fred Saskimus, the first Indigenous player with treaty status to play in the NHL, and others like Ted Nolan have paved the way for Indigenous representation in professional hockey. Their contributions exemplify resilience and the enduring connection between Indigenous culture and sport. We commit to continuing our journey toward reconciliation, recognizing the legacies of the Indigenous peoples and celebrating their ongoing contributions to our shared communities and history.
Proceeds from tonight's event will benefit families in need of food during the holiday season in West Spring, Ontario. To donate, please purchase 50/50 tickets and raffle tickets for a chance to win edges. Thank you to all of our partners who made tonight's event possible, and to Scotiabank, proud partner of the Toronto Maple Leafs Alumni Association. Tonight's only 2 periods, 20 minutes of non-stop time with extended intermission, which includes a shootout, will count towards tonight's final score. Tonight's officials are Alex Newman, Rob Nixon, Don Graham, and Trevor Alexander. And now it's time to introduce our team. First up, the Warriors. Our trainers are Kevin Ab and Dave Gray. Team manager Sean Edwards. Assistant coach Chad Brown. And head coach Rob Martin. And now the players. In goal, number 1, John Buckland. In goal, number 29, John Nixon. Number 3, Mark Watson. Number 4, Jay Trimble. Number 5, Emily Marks. Number 6, Derek Watson. Number 7, Dan Eckhart. Number 8, Tyler Hutchison. Number 10, Kevin Tremble. Number 11, Brooke Irwin. Number 12, Bob Wilson. Number 14, Chad Bolton. Number 15, Simon Keats. Number 16, Pete Irwin. Number 17, Jim Junker. Number 20, Scott Robertson. And the captain, number 2, Jack McMillan. And now, please welcome your Toronto Maple Leafs. Our trainers are Doug Chansey and Joe Sproul. And now our players. An NHL first-round draft pick, he suited up with the Blackhawks and played 2 seasons with the Toronto Marlies. From St. George, Ontario, number 37, Adam Olivero. He came to the Leafs as part of the largest trade in NHL history, and he might just hold the record for the most games played at events for the Maple Leafs alumni. From Hamilton, Ontario, number 2, Rick Vaive. He was drafted by the Maple Leafs in the 1989 NHL draft and played 4 seasons for the Blue and White. From Hamden, Connecticut, number 3, PCOG, Matt Martin. Part of the beloved 92-93 team, the leading goal scorer for Leafs alumni over the past 2 seasons. From Seaboard, Ontario, number 7, Dave McAway. He has always dreamed of wearing the blue and white, and today that dream becomes a reality. From Westbury, number 8, Chris Graham. He won 50 goal season for the Leafs and remains in the top 25 all time in both assists and in points. From Toronto, number 11, in London. He played 12 seasons with the Maple Leafs. He sits in the top 20 in games played and the top 10 in penalty minutes. He helped the Leafs reach the conference finals in 93 and 94. From Brockville, Ontario, number 23, Todd Gill. He played 4 seasons for the Maple Leafs, a first-round pick in the 2009 NHL Draft from Toronto, Ontario, number 24, Peter Huffman. He's the Maple Leafs player turned boxer. He's here to make sure no one causes any trouble. He was named the Molson Cup first star of our last game from Owen Sound, Ontario, number 26, Nathan Pettit. He's within one game of the Cup final in 1993. And he has the third longest name in Maple Leafs history. From Montreal, Quebec, number 26, Mike Krushelnicki. He won gold at the World Juniors in 1997, and he played 2 seasons with the Maple Leafs. From Toronto, Ontario, number 55, Rick Vaive. From Westray, Ontario, another Leaf of the day, number 71, Jamie Doherty. He is the highest scorer in his nation's history, and is currently a member of the Maple Leafs player development staff. A first-round draft pick of the Toronto Maple Leafs from Usk, Kazakhstan, number 80, Nik Antropov. He has the 13th most points in Leafs history and the 6th most goals. He was the first Leaf to score 50 goals in a season, and he went on to do it 3 times. From Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, your captain, number 22, Rick Vaive. And finally, our coaches. He was first started in Maple Leafs in 1962. He went on to suit up in 138 games for the Blue and White, a veteran of 979 NHL games, and a member of the Summit Series team that defeated the Soviets in 1972, Rod Seelig. He was the first Leafs player drafted number 1 overall, and he scored more playoff goals than any Leaf in history, totaling over 1,700 minutes with the Blue and White. From Calgary, Saskatchewan, Wendel Clark.
Hey, I'm running the bench.
One more time, let's hear it for your West Bay Warriors and your Toronto Maple Leafs. Now time for tonight's opening ceremony. Everyone, please welcome our ceremonial puck government for this evening. He's here tonight to see who's been naughty or nice, to shake his belly like a bull belly. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why, because this guy is coming to town out of the North Pole. 8-time penalty minutes leader in the Northern Gingerbread League. Put your hands together for Santa Claus! And now, with Jeff McMillan, captain of the Warriors, against Holiday Hunger, and Rick Vaive, captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs, please skate the center ice for tonight's ceremonial face-off.
Yeah, are you local or? No, you're with the team, yeah.
I'm far away. The next level will be in 30 years.
Would you now rise, very goal, remove your hats.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true faith, true love, in all of us there, with glowing hearts we see rise the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on
ho, folks. Here we're with this big tall fella here, Nik Antropov. You weren't on the roster, so you're kind of a surprise appearance for today.
Yeah, it was. I got a call a couple of weeks ago. Wendel couldn't go, so I jumped on the opportunity. Always fun to go to the small communities, you know, and this is all about defense, so that's what we're here for.
How many of these events are you doing this year?
I think this is my 4th or 5th one, so try to get about 7, 8, maybe 10.
Nice. And what else do you got going on with your life outside of these?
I work with the Leafs as a skills consultant, so still involved in hockey, so still on the ice every day, so that should be a good one.
Good. Now I've got to go into the Wayback Machine.
All right.
When you first came to Canada, I remember hearing that you had like rusty skates and stuff like that. What was it like? Was that exaggerated or?
Yeah, it's a bit exaggerated. Yeah, that's I think it's dated back to World Juniors when we played in Winnipeg, I guess in 1998. Yeah, every guy had his skates. Yeah, they might be not in the perfect conditions, but they wasn't rusty and stuff. So we all had sticks and stuff, but yeah, obviously not to top brands of hockey, right? Canada, like, yeah, we had everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes for a good story, eh?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, with your time with the Leafs, what are some of your top memories?
Well, obviously, yeah, just making an NHL is my biggest achievement, obviously, and then stay as long as 13 years, you know, in the NHL. And then first goal, obviously, it's most memorable one, obviously, right? Scoring for the Leafs, the 100th goal. So I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah, well, describe it for us.
The first one?
Yeah.
The first one I was on it was kind of partial breakaway. So my line mates was Ty Domi and Chris King. So I had a puck on the right wing. Actually, Ty set me up nicely. I drove the net and then shoot it top shelf. And then I got hammered by Brian Marchment. And by the time I got up, it was like 5-on-4 or 4-on-4 fight brawl. So I got into it without even knowing like there was how to fight and what to do. But yeah, it was a memorable goal. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and as you described that, I remember watching that on TV as a youngster there. And tell us a bit about your 100th goal then.
The 100th goal was against Atlanta Thrashers at home. I think we won 3-2. It was a game-winning goal. I came down the left side and then just shot it short side, went in likely. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for talking to us, Nik. Have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, hey ho, folks. Here we are, still at the Durham Arena. Santa Claus did a nice little puck drop there. The alumni game's about to get rocking, but here we're talking to Captain Crunch himself, number 17, Wendel Clark. Thanks for talking to us, Wendel.
No, great to be here.
Now, when I was growing up, in no particular order, my favorite players were Larry Robinson, Mike Bossy, and yourself, Wendel Clark. So I got to take this opportunity and ask you, when you're growing up in Saskatchewan, who are your favorites?
Well, I'd have to go with hometown. Barry Melrose was just ahead of me out of Kelvington. Kosher and I played together growing up, but it'd be Melrose and Federico, who is from the area as well. So those would be my Saskatchewan guys, and everybody, if you're from Saskatchewan, is a Gordie Howe guy.
Oh, I knew Gordie Howe would be on that list. Now that's awesome. Now our viewing area here in Midwestern Ontario is prime agricultural area, and of course you grew up as a farm boy. What influence did that have on you as an athlete, being a farm boy? How did that shape your athleticism?
Well, I think it was great. We played back probably the same as here. You played hockey in the winter and ball in the summer, and basically you lived in the country. And so my parents always said, "I know you don't have curfew. I just know what time you're getting up in the morning." So
gave you a lot of freedom, eh?
Yeah, lots of freedom, but that 6 a.m. was 6 a.m.
Yeah. Did you like pick rocks and stuff like that?
Yes, a lot of picking rocks by hand, and then as I got older, I got to use the machine. But when the kids, you start out hard knocks, and then we had cattle and land. And then when we started playing junior hockey, my dad got rid of the cattle so he could watch hockey.
Nice. I always wondered what you guys actually grew. So you guys did beef.
We did beef cattle, and then we, flax, peas, no corn. It's just getting there now. But wheat, barley, canola, all the rotations, and really, yeah, just the favorite times were seeding and harvest. You get the time off school when it was busy.
Nice, awesome. Now, I remember hearing a story that back in your minor hockey days, before you'd gone off to Notre Dame, and that your dad, Les, had a rule for you in one particular season anyways, that you were not allowed to take any clappers. You had to take only wrist shots. Is that true, that story?
Yeah, I wasn't, until I left home to go to Notre Dame, which is at 15, I wasn't allowed to take a slap shot. And I played defense my whole life until I got to Toronto. So if I wanted to score a goal, I had to use the wrist shot only, or backhand, the Gordie Howe backhand. But yeah, he didn't like slapping the puck, probably because we all had wood sticks. He had to pay for them. But really, and he used to buy them at the sports store, heat them up, and make them all dead straight. So I wasn't allowed to curve either.
Did you have a fairly straight blade when you got to the NHL?
Yes, just a gentle curve, but we couldn't. Remember, we had the stick rules, where today there was no curve rule. But back then, I had just a gentle heel curve, and then when my back was sore, I upshoot it a little bit to help me shoot the puck.
Yeah, I remember hearing Dougie Gilmore had a fairly straight blade too.
Dougie was dead straight almost, and then when he started playing some wing, when he went to Montreal and other places at the end of his career, he had a little bit of curve added. But Dougie was straight stick, great centerman. They could pass both ways, so they usually have straight sticks.
Yeah, he wanted to have the backhand. Very nice. So I know you're involved in an awful lot of organizations, obviously doing this. What other things do you have? You're a Leaf ambassador too, of course. What other things do you have on the go?
Yeah, doing the Leaf ambassador, and then through that, a lot of charity and corporate events in the city of Toronto and Ontario representing the team. And then we do a lot of functions. I'm at 150 functions throughout Canada a year doing something. And restaurants, we have one in Oshawa and one in Saskatoon. So trying to stay busy post-hockey.
Very nice, very nice. One memory I have of watching you play there is that awesome shot you did take, and you knocked Cujo's mask right off. Do you guys ever have a chance to recall that together?
No, we've never really talked about it. Curtis and I, he's in a part as ambassador with me with the Leafs as well, but we never really talk about that. We as a group, that 92-93 team, we personally blame Curtis why we didn't beat LA. Because he took us to 7 games. We should have beat St. Louis in 4 or 5 games. And because of how good Curtis was, took it to 7 games. We had to play all that extra hockey. So we always blame Curtis for being too good.
Oh, that's what took it out of you. That's an interesting tidbit. Oh, it looks like the locals got on the board first there.
Pulled the coach off the bench. The team's got a slow start. Hey, I got to go down there and rattle some chains.
Sure. Well, we'll wrap it up here with you really quick. Thanks for talking to us there, Wendel.
Awesome. Thank you.
So there you have it, folks. Another great Saturday night. People watching the Toronto Maple Leafs in Durham. And glad there was some glass there protecting my head from that puck. So there you have it. There's another edition of Whiteman Hockey Talk. I want to thank the Toronto Maple Leaf alumni for taking the time to talk to us on a very busy day. Thanks to the organizers, Tom Hutchison and others, for help setting all this up. And thanks to Santa Claus. And you know what? I'm just going to say this. It's so nice to see the Leafs alumni, the Durham alumni, the fans. A lot of smiles out there. A lot of people having a good time. So there you have it. Hope you're having a great Christmas season from us here at Hockey Talk. We wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks to Adam Olivero, our producer, the guy holding the camera. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Keep talking hockey. This is Hockey Talk.